Welcome to Stories with a Twang. I'm Nathan. This week's story is called You Can't Sleep Either? Good by P.F. McGrail. I wouldn't go to sleep right now, even if it were possible. I'm sharing all of this because I don't know what else to do. Staying awake indefinitely is obviously not sustainable, but I'll fall off that cliff when I get there. I woke up in the middle of the night 2 nights ago to tapping on my window. It's creepy enough to hear that while living alone, right? Well, I live in the 3rd story of an apartment. I have no balcony. There was no point in calling the police because they can't arrest flying people or ghosts, and I would undoubtedly be told that it was all in my head. So I wrapped my pillow around my ears and pulled a blanket over my head. It muffled most of the sound. The tapping instantly switched to the window on the other side of the room, like immediately, as though the person could teleport, or if there were 2 people. I didn't sleep that night. When the sun finally rose, I told myself that I'd had hours-long series of screwed-up dreams. I crawled out of bed, not wanting to look at the windows, but knowing that it would ease my mind when a smiling man wasn't hovering 30 feet off the ground. There was nothing but the street below. I breathed a sigh of relief. Then I looked up. The pane was covered in fingerprints. Most of them were concentrated around the latch, as though someone had been pushing their fingers inside trying to open it. I dozed periodically at work. Every time I drifted off, though, I started dreaming of tapping on the window and snapped wide awake. I told myself that I was going to sleep through the night last night. Hell, I was tired enough. I was out as soon as I hit the pillow. The tapping woke me instantly. I told myself that it was just a series of nightmares, but when it bounced from one window to the next and then back again within a 2-second span, enough adrenaline pumped through my chest to assure me that I was not, in fact, sleeping. I peeked my eye over my blanket. A long, pale finger was squeezing its way through the window panes. I leapt out of bed and slammed the window firmly shut. The finger pulled itself back outside. I didn't sleep that night either. Once again, I got braver with the morning light. Once again, I checked the windows. Once again, I regretted it. A streak of blood sat on the pane, shining a dull red in the rising sun. I wanted to puke. I stumbled to my phone. Police could take a sample, right? As long as I had physical evidence I could call. I looked down at the screen. That's when I saw the blood on my finger. I raced to the bathroom to wash it off, disgusted that I had gotten some on me after being so careful. I shoved my hand under the faucet, watching the red swirl down the drain. The blood didn't go away. That's because it was my finger that was bleeding, in the exact same place that I'd slammed the intruder's finger between the panes. I racked my brain trying to figure out how I could have gotten such a deep gash, but there's no other explanation. And now it's nighttime again. I have nowhere else to go because I have no friends in this city, and earning $19.13 an hour means I cannot afford a hotel. Typing it all up makes me feel slightly saner, even with an injured finger, because I have no one else to share it with. And I desperately want to distract myself from the knocking sounds outside my window. Alright everyone, that's it for this week's story. I hope you all really enjoyed it as much as I did. I would like to give a big thank you to P.F. McGrail for letting me read the story on the show. If you enjoyed his story, you can pick up his new book, First Do No Harm, on Amazon today. It's available on Kindle and paperback. If you have any stories you would like me to read on the show, you can send them to storieswithatwang@gmail.com. The show is on Facebook and Instagram at Stories with a Twang Podcast. The show is also on YouTube at Stories with a Twang Podcast. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and until next time, remember that a little twang goes a long way.